Now is the time to buy, and NIO is the stock to buy.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine. Got a fine little body and her mind's kinda naughty. They say that once you taste it, you cannot replace it. She could get you high, all the dopamine inside triggers fast once she's naked. Her body's a creation. They say the devil made her for his entertainment, but even he couldn't learn how to contain it. Her high heels make a damn good statement. There is no replacement, a body by Satan. Cause she got a bad little waist, and we tearing down this place. Off the liquor that we chase, got some egos to the face. Baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
Worried about all the negative sentiment surrounding NIO due to the price going down where it did into the $3 range. They're not the only EV that suffered. Even Tesla's stock price went down. Lordstown Motors went bankrupt. Fisker's about to be bankrupt and delisted from the NASDAQ exchange. Mullen Automotive has had their problems, a lot of them. So is Workhorse, as well as Lucid. Even Xpeng's not doing very well. All of the EV manufacturers are struggling. However, NIO's growth and year-over-year deliveries are increasing. And they also have investments from Saudi Arabia as well as the Chinese government. And they have partnership now with General Motors. And they have their Power Swap Pro battery, which is also impressive. NIO is doing a fantastic job. All they have to do is increase their revenue and sell some more vehicles and provide us, the shareholders, with some boost of confidence that we need, showing us that they're profitable and that their year-over-year growth and deliveries continue. If they can do that on the next earnings call in Q2, as well as Q3 and Q4 of this year, NIO could see a stock price of $10 to $15 by the end of the year. And if you're wondering if NIO is worth investing in, it absolutely is. And if you're not an investor of NIO, you really should look at investing very soon, because I believe that the bottom of $3 to $4 is long past, and you'll probably never get NIO again below $4.50. And I just showed you by selling covered calls and puts how you can get in and get out for a profit, or you can get in and sell covered calls all year round, and you can collect all that juicy premium, which pretty much makes the stock free after 1 year or a year and a half of collecting all those calls. And collecting all that juicy premium for a year or a year and a half earns back all of the money that you spent in the stock for pretty much 100% return in 12 to 18 months. So you really shouldn't worry if you're invested in NIO. And if you haven't already, the only only concern you should have is how soon you invest, because we are already at the bottom and EV sector is already starting to retrace, including Rivian. Now is the time to buy, and NIO is the stock to buy. I drew these arrows over a week ago and I've shown them in multiple videos. Look at this. NIO has went exactly where I said it would, except it's went up even more. And that's due to the vehicle deliveries, but we would still be up here somewhere. Look at this. We're already touching almost $6 again. When you see this right here, we have broke the structure. This high was broken up here. So this structure and downtrend and this arrow broken. We're now in a mini uptrend so far. If we can break $5.89 to $6 and then break this high right here of $6.35, we're on a whole new uptrend. But we got to take this one step at a time. Right now, I highly recommend selling a $5.50 put on NIO because you obviously want to get in right now. And if you sell a $5 put, you won't make it as much premium and you're most likely not going to get a sign. If we look at the chart here, we can see that there's a lot of rejection here at $5.19. So the chances of NIO coming down to $5 right here is pretty slim, especially because of this big green candle and the rejection right here. So selling a $5.50 put would be in order. Let's go ahead and click out to May 10th, 1 week, sell put. If you're watching this in the future, just go out 1 or 2 weeks. The strategy remains the same. We're going to click on a $5 put. We're going to collect $22 juicy premium. We probably could get 23, but we'll just stick with 22. Not bad for $550 collateral, making $22. That is 5% return in a week. That's really good. That is 20% a month. That's a lot. If you think about that, that's 200% per year. So you'll review order and you'll submit this and you'll be able to collect $22 premium on this put. Now, if you're wondering what happens, let's say you sell 2 puts 2 weeks in a row and then get a sign. Let's head over to the whiteboard and I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got NIO at $5.59. That's the current price of the stock. Let's say you sell 2 puts 2 weeks in a row for $22 on NIO. You're going to sell a $5.50 put and you're going to collect $22 times 2 weeks. That equals $44 in 2 weeks. If NIO drops to $5.49, you're going to get assigned, but you're going to pay $5.50 because that's the strike price, even though the price of the stock is $5.49. So let's say you pay $5.50 for the stock, okay, which is times 100 shares. That is $550, okay, minus $44. What does that equal? That is $506. So your average cost is $5.06 after you get assigned, after only selling 2 put. So now that you've gotten into NIO, now you're going to sell a covered call and you're going to be selling the $6 call if NIO's at $5.50 or maybe even the $6.50. So you'll collect between $5 and $13. So you sell the calls for, let's say, 3 weeks and then you get a sign. I'll show you guys what happens here. Okay, so NIO is at $5.60 again. And so you sell a $6 call for $15. And you sell them 3 weeks in a row and then you get a sign. So what will happen is you'll have collected $45 and at the price of NIO, let's just say goes to $6.30. Well, you don't get $6.30. You're going to end up collecting $6 for your 100 shares, $600. So what happens is you get the $600 minus the $5.50 you paid, which leaves you with $50 profit, plus the $45 on the calls, plus the $44 on the puts, equals $139. So you made $139 profit in about a month, and you made that $139 on $550, which is about a 20% return. If you end up deciding you want to just keep NIO and sell covered calls all year, then you can use the monthly option or the weekly. But let's just say you're selling call options on NIO every week for $14. Or actually, we'll just say $12 to be a little more conservative. Times 4, $48 a month. And then you take that $48 a month times 12, $576. So you can make $576 a year selling covered calls on NIO, meaning every year you're basically getting 100% return. You're getting all your money back from the stock. Even if NIO was, say, $10, you're getting half of it back in a year of covered calls. But if NIO goes up in price, volume goes up, volatility will probably go up. So I would anticipate you will be getting at least 50 to 75% return every year, and in some cases closer to 100%. There's no need to be worried about all the negative sentiment surrounding NIO due to the price going down where it did into the $3 range. They're not the only EV that suffered. Even Tesla's stock price went down. Lordstown Motors went bankrupt. Fisker is about to be bankrupt and delisted from the NASDAQ exchange. Mullen Automotive has had their problems, a lot of them. So is Workhorse, as well as Lucid. Even Xpeng's not doing very well. All of the EV manufacturers are struggling. However, NIO's growth and year-over-year deliveries are increasing. NIO is doing a fantastic job. All they have to do is increase their revenue and sell some more vehicles. NIO could see a stock price of $10 to $15 by the end of the year. And if you're wondering if NIO is worth investing in, it absolutely is. So you really shouldn't worry if you're invested in NIO. And if you haven't already, the only concern you should have is how soon you invest, because we are already at the bottom and the EV sector is already starting to retrace, including Rivian. Now is the time to buy, and NIO is the stock to buy. Thanks so much, guys, for being here. Really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe and tap that bell if you guys enjoy the content. This way you know when I post new videos. If you guys are feeling generous and you want to show some love, give me a thumbs up as it greatly helps the channel. And you can become a member, an exclusive member of Invest with Corey on the YouTube channel right here below this video. It's now live. You can become an exclusive member to support the channel. We'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, remember, let's grow our wealth together. Take care, guys.